Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 2000 subscribers on my channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. I still got all of my money. Floyd Mayweather on why boxers like Gervonta should follow his example. Floyd Mayweather recently spoke about his many businesses and his management of fighters such as Gervonta. Mayweather claimed that fighters should follow him as with him they can make record-breaking numbers. About Gervonta, Floyd Mayweather said, "In this era, people are constantly stealing the fights, so his Davis numbers are great for his era. I'm proud of these fighters, but I got to wake these fighters up. It's all about waking these fighters up. There is not a better team to be with than Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman. If you need record-breaking numbers, you need both," Mayweather said. Ryan Garcia Gervonta battle is possible. Golden Boy Promotions CEO Oscar De La Hoya believed that a fight between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta is very much possible later this year through the help of fans to apply pressure on premier boxing champions. De La Hoya believed that the 23-year-old Ryan will prove to be the driving force behind making the fight with Tank Davis possible. "If the fans get behind me and push for that fight and really demand the fight, then we can make it happen, because over there at Premier Boxing Champions, we know that Al Heyman likes to keep his fighters away from everyone else, meaning fighters that aren't signed with Showtime," De La Hoya said. "If that's what Ryan wants, then that's my obligation as his promoter to get the fight against Tank Davis done." Garcia returns to the ring on Saturday, but he will not be fighting Davis. Instead, he will lock horns against Javier Fortuna at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. It is likely that the 23-year-old's potential battle against Davis will be the biggest attraction in the 135-pound division. Both fighters have a proven track record of attraction above 10,000 fans in big arenas in different parts of the country. Honestly, I think we would do 500,000 and up in pay-per-view buys. I won't expect anything less than that. I think at the least it will get due to the fact that you got celebrities who are going to go crazy for it. You got star athletes who are going to go crazy for it. You got everybody," Garcia said. Gervonta is undoubtedly a star. In his last fight against Rolando Romero, he sold out the Barclays Center. The venue has a capacity of 16,000 for boxing events. The fight repeatedly did around 300,000 pay-per-view buys in the United States, generating in excess of $20 million in revenue. Mayweather, undoubtedly one of the biggest stars and the names in boxing, believes it is because of his influence. Promised American lightweight Ryan Garcia in several interviews spoke negatively about the absolute world champion in the second middleweight Mexican Saul Alvarez and his coach Eddie Reynoso. Alvarez commented on the behavior of his former comrade. "Ryan is just angry that he is no longer on our team. Now he will always be against us." Ryan Garcia is not desperate to fight Gervonta, but is hungry to show why he is that much better. Ryan Garcia has made it clear who he wants next, assuming he will get past Javier Fortuna on July 16. But the 23-year-old said he's done with trash-talking Gervonta Tank Davis, and he is just ready to get into the ring with the WBA regular lightweight champion. "It's not that I want to fight him so bad. It's not like I'm desperate to fight him," Garcia told Fight Sport. "I'm hungry to show the world that I'm the best fighter in the division. I feel like he is the best fighter other than myself in the division. With speed, power, accuracy and IQ, I think he is up there, but I'm that much better that I'm going to separate myself. And I'm going to make it look very easy when I'm in the ring with him. I'm going to show people I'm more than meets the eye and that I'm a much better fighter than you may perceive it as. When you are in the ring with me, you feel it right away. So I want to show Gervonta that personally, too. I think he's very confident that he can beat me, so I want him to show me why. I'm done with the talking and ready to handle him in the ring. If he doesn't do it, we can see he didn't want it. I'm really in a good place where I want to destroy him and take my spot at the face of boxing. I think that whoever wins the fight will become the face of boxing after that," Garcia said. Thanks for watching guys, if you like this video please subscribe to my YouTube channel.